Families in Rockford spend their morning having breakfast with Santa while supporting Mercyhealth's neonatal intensive care unit. Dozens of families had a free breakfast from Chick-fil-A after they could visit with jolly old St. Nick, decorate cookies, and more. Hospital workers say the event draws in a mix of old and new faces. One of the NICU graduates is Wade Little. He was in the unit for 7 days with fluid in his lungs. Now things come full circle as he's a Mercyhealth certified nursing assistant.
My parents, they were the ones that remember everything because they were very concerned about my life. I was very critical. I could have passed away and they would have been absolutely distressed. But thankfully, because of the nurses' the professionality of all the nurses, I was able to be saved and be here now.
There's so much that goes into taking care of these tiny patients that all these donations help tremendously. They help care for families and our patients. Our families travel from so far, so anything helps.